So, hey everyone, it's Presley at ActOutGames.com here, and today I'm going to be talking about a game that Sophie came up with. So, Sophie is a really good friend of mine. I've known her for about 4 or 5 years now, so now that we've known each other for a few years now, I'm going to be talking about the game that she came up with, which is called Kid Power. And a cool fact about me is the first time I went into Colorado was the first time I've ever seen snow in my life, which was serious. So, because it never snows in Hawaii or Texas either. So, yeah. So it started with Sophie. She asked her little brother Harper if he wants to play this game. It's called Kid Power. He said yes. So you make up your own name. So Sophie's, I don't remember Sophie's. I think it's just Sophie. Harper decided to change his name to Lexer, and mine's Amber, of course, because I like to be Amber. But I let her call me Amber or Presley, either one. So Lexer. So it's a game about all the superpowers. Like kids learn my superpowers. Mine are little boys though. Like superpowers, like super speed, flying, stuff like that. But you do it, it's called Kid. I used to think it was Kit Power, K-I-T Power, but it's K-I-D Power, Kid Power. So Kid Power is a game where you can do this by yourself, Kid Power on. You can do it with other friends. I'm just going to do it like this, Kid Power on. And that turns your Kid Power on. So the more people there is in the circle, like where you go, it's like a little hand thing where you go Kid Power on, but now it's both hands, only with one. I'm just doing this to represent another person. And times 2 if there's 2 people, times 3 if there's 3 people, times 4 if there's 4 people, but let's just say there's 7 people in the group. So if there's 7 people in the group, and all of those people grouped up together to Kid Power on, then it would be times 8, because there's all the people there. And if you were just, say you're just doing it with your friend, it would be times 2. There's no extra times, because it's just important if the whole group is there. You can turn super speed on and stuff, but you don't do that with other people. It doesn't help doing that with other people. It's just when you turn the Kid Power on, it doubles, like, say we had the whole group there of 7. I don't even know if there's 7 people, but I'm just going to assume. And you get times 8. Your speedier times 8. You can fly better times 8. You can do things like that better times 8, and you don't have to do it with other people. So if you turn super speed on and you ran around for a little bit, and you want to turn super speed off, but you don't want to turn your Kid Power off, that's okay. You can just turn your super speed off. You'll still have Kid Power on. But one thing that I don't believe you can do is you can go Kid Power off, which turns your Kid Power off, and you can go super speed on. I don't believe that would work unless you're a really, really talented. We're probably gonna have like Kid Power things. Unless you're like really, really talented at Kid Power, which is like you're a master at it. You can do anything with it, and then if you're a master at it, you can go Kid Power. You can do super speed on, but it'll only be time the normal. Mm-hmm. So it'll only be times 1, no matter what, if you do it with any other.
And so after you have all gotten together and turned Kid Power on, how do you turn super speed on?
You just go super speed on.
And how do you turn it off?
Super speed off.
So
or super speed activate. Super speed was
deactivate?
Deactivate.
So up is on, down is off.
Yeah. And
when you're ready to turn your Kid Power off, all of it, you just go
Kid Power off. Mm-hmm. Or Kid Power deactivate.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So everybody puts their hands in a circle and you do Kid Power on.
Yeah, let's do this for example.
Right. Kid Power on.
So that's how you do it?
That is times the number of people.
Yes, times the number of people, but if you
How many people need to be there to get the bonus point?
To get the bonus point? As long as you do it with one friend, it's times 2. If it's 2 friends, it's 2 friends other than you, it's times 3, times 4, times 5.
Oh, so I thought you were saying, like, if there's 7 people total, like, including you, you actually get 8 times because there's a bonus point in there somewhere?
No.
Okay, so it's just the times the number of people that put their hands in the circle.
Yes, but
okay.
if there's everyone there, like all of the people are there, then you get an extra time.
Oh, there's the extra point. Okay, so what does all the people mean? Who has to be there?
Who has to be there? Either everyone in if we're in a park, for example, or somebody's house, for example,
right.
Everyone in the game in the house can get a double point, but if there's an extra member of the group that is nearby that is able to come to the house, then you don't get the extra bonus.
And they're not,
point.
right. So if you've got 7 people total, and that's everybody that's in the house playing, you get
that has kid power.
That has kid power, right? You get 8 times.
Yes.
Because everybody played.
Yes.
And is that true too? Like if there's just 2 of you, like if just Sophie was visiting and just you 2 were here,
Lexer
and you
would be there
did.
too.
Well, no, I'm saying just Sophie came over for a play day. Let's say Lexor's not here, and it's just you 2, and you guys turn kid power on.
We're the only ones in the area. They can't come over.
You get 3 times.
They can't come over here.
Yeah.
If they can't come over here, like if they're not in the vicinity, like next outside or next door,
right.
Then
you get 3 times.
Yes, then you get 3 times.
Oh, okay, cool.
So that's the rules of.
And which individual powers have you turned on while you've been playing the game?
I have turned on flying, speed. I turn on speed a lot. I've mostly turned on flying and speed. I think I've also turned on super strengths just to pick up Sophie.
Super strength's good. Yeah.
I've also, I don't know, I think I've also put on super senses, super like shark sense. The sense of sense is actually a sense in sharks, where you can like tell where something is. So it's like that, and I believe I've turned, and it's really cool how the mind reading works.
Oh, cool.
So if you mind read, people aren't going to shout out, "This is what I think," when you're mind reading. Unless you're mind control. I want to turn on mind control. I've never done that. But mind reading, they whisper into your ear what they want, what they're thinking, or what they're thinking in the game that does.
That's cool. Maybe some of your subscribers could recommend some powers that you can turn on.
Oh yeah, you should totally recommend some
cool.
powers. So I'll write them all down, or probably notepad them all down or whatever. Print it out. And then
next time you play.
Yeah, next time actually we'll have this is a list of powers that will be cool. And mind control is you have to whisper to the person what you want them to do, and they have to do it unless it's ×1 and it's something like put mustard all over your face. Unless it's something that would be really embarrassing. If it's something that wouldn't be really embarrassing, like throw sand in the air, you could do that. But if it's something that's really, really embarrassing, then you have to have kit power up ×2 or above to do it. Because it actually goes to the strengths of the power, which is cool. So it's not just like you get this and you can use it more times. It's not like that ×3.
It's power.
Yeah, it's
strength.
like power strength.
Yeah.
So if you got super strengths, let's just say I got super strengths ×1, I could pick this up. I could pick things up. But if something's really, really heavy, like you, for example, then you need kit power ×2 or above. And if it's something you can't pick up normal, but you should be able to pick it up because you have kit power ×2 or above, you can have that other person that you did kit power with help you.
Yeah, because that'd be ×2.
Yeah, but you can just pretend that they're not there.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Cool. All right.
That's kit power. Some of these are my ideas, but I think they'd be good ideas to mix in there. So the things that weren't my ideas is the whole thing. Kit power on, kit power off, sets like that. The powers, super speed. I've never done mind control before, but I think that would be cool to do. So I'll introduce that to Soph and everyone else. Lexer calls her Soph. And then one of my ideas was the sense, like the mind control and the mind stuff. Well, my idea, but I think it's a cool idea, so I hope it gets introduced in the actual game. Cool. So some of these things are my ideas, but I'm going to show this to Sophie, so she knows all my ideas, and knowing her, she'd be like, "Oh, those are really good ideas. We should totally do them." Cool. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.